wanted to come over to Radio Shack today, and Frank Beer is going to help us learn about the weather radios. Remember, if you're a fan of our Facebook page, we're going to have our first drawing tomorrow, and then we're going to draw every Friday in March for a free weather radio, since the storm season seems to have hit early this year. And so I'm just going to have Frank tell you a little bit about the different weather radios that are available.
Okay, thanks, Vonda. There's basically three types of weather radios. One is one I'm not showing here, and that's a radio that I'll tell you in a second why you wouldn't want. Then there's these two. You've got both your home models and your portable models. The home models, these units have something called SAME, Specific Area Message Encoding. What that means is, in a short sense, is you can tell it what counties you want to be alerted to. Here in Kansas, we do not want to hear about storms in Topeka moving east or Concordia moving north. We're about an hour for both of those. But if we did not have that specific area message encoding, you would hear about all of those storms. So you want to narrow it down. I often say you want the radio to have as many counties as you have a tolerance to hear at 2 in the morning, because it's going to wake you up, and that's a good thing, because the folks in Illinois went to bed with stars out, and at 4 in the morning, tornado leveled the town, and those folks were all sleeping, so the local radio or news or TV people could not alert them and set them up. So what you do is you get a radio, you program in the counties you want to hear. The difference between these two radios, for example, is this one you're going to hear all the watches and warnings. This one here, you're only going to hear those watches and warnings that you choose. So for example, if you don't want to hear a flash flood because you're on high ground, on this radio you can turn it off. So there is some differences. This one here is a portable it's a radio with a weather radio in it with alert, and that would be good if you were traveling, camping, staying in motels, things of that nature. The other thing that's real important is that when you're done and you hear the alert, you then want to switch to an AM or FM station, your local station, because that's where the humans are going to update you. The job of a weather radio is to alert, say, hey, 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 red flag, wake up, something's happening. AM, FM radios then take over, giving you specific instructions, more exact information, and it's where the human touch comes in, because the voice you hear on a weather radio is a computer-generated voice. So again, home radios, make sure you don't get a radio that doesn't have SAME. That's what I mentioned. You get that radio, that's the lesser expensive ones. Those you're going to hear all kinds of alerts you don't want to hear. I often say those become closet ornaments, because you just don't want to deal with all the alerts that don't pertain to you. These will do that, and then make sure you get an AM/FM radio to go with it, or you get a weather radio that has AM/FM built in. So that gives you the scoop on the weather radio.
All right, thanks, Frank.
Thank you.
Make sure you tell everybody to sign up on our Facebook page, and we'll start tomorrow with our first drawing.